In last video, I explained how to write program effectively and efficiently. Okay. In today video, I am going to explain you what is identifier, what is variable, what is constant. Then, in the previous video, I explained how to convert the algorithm into program. In today class or today video, I am going to explain you how to write programs by accepting data from the keyboard, by taking input from the keyboard, how to write the program. Okay, listen. First of all, before writing program, most of you will get confused. Sir, what is identifier? What is variable? What is constant? Don't worry. Okay, it is very easy. Identifier, what is variable, and what is constant. See, in this real world, every object is having a particular name. It is marker, it is duster. In the same way, myself, to represent this object in this real world, my parents named as Vijay. In the same way, this is particular thing is referred as whiteboard. If you go to US, if you go to Australia, if you go to UK, this is whiteboard only. If you go to anywhere, this is mark only. This but means to identify this object, this entire world, we have assigned a name that is called mark. The name is marker. To identify this object in this entire world, if you go to USA, Australia, or UK, Pakistan, or anywhere, it is dust only. The same way, if you go to anywhere, this is whiteboard. Normally, while writing program, we don't have duster, marker, Vijay Bhaskar. In program, what we are going to use? We are going to use, for example, I have to use one value 100. Like your mathematics directly, we can't use this value 100. We have to name this value. That means, to refer this value, I have to assign a name, that is a equal to 100 or x equal to 100, or I can write I equal to 100. That means we have to assign some name, either a or x or I. Whatever name we are assigning to that value is identifier. For example, being mathematical student, you know that pi is constant. Pi equal to 3.14. Most of you know this pi value is constant, 22/7. 3.14. To identify this value as constant, I am naming it as pi. Okay, in the same way, while writing C programs, we are going to use value names. We are going to use constant name. These value names are referred as variables. Constant name is constant only, no other name. The same way, in while discussing so concepts in C language, we have arrays concept. When you are going to work with array, while using that array, we have to name that array. We have to give a name to that array. When you are going to use pointer, we have to give a name to pointer. When you are going to work with strings, we have to assign a name to string. When you are going to work with structure, we have to assign a name to structure. That's why a identifier may be a variable name, constant name, array name, pointer name, or string name. It is referred as identifier. Okay, to identify a value, constant, a structure name, string name, pointer name, array name, constant name, or a variable name is referred as identifier. Okay, to identify a value, we are using name. To identify a constant, we are using some name. To identify an array, we are going to use some name. To identify a pointer, we are going to use some name. To represent a string, we are going to use a name. To represent a structure, we are going to use a name. Hence, identifier is a variable name, or constant name, or array name, pointer name, structure name, or string name. Next, that is regarding identifier. A name given to a variable, constant, array, structure, string, or union, or anything. It is referred as variable. Identifier. Next, variable. See, if you see this word variable, in this word there are two words are there. Vary plus able. What is the meaning of vary? Changeable. That means whose value will change is called variable. For example, if I have to use one value, that is integer value, int a equal to 10. See, if we use one variable in the program, in your computer memory, a variable name is a, the value of a is 10. When you are going to use variables are stored like this in our computer memory. Every variable is having some address also. Address of a is, for example, 3050 I am taking. In our village, or suppose if you are residing in a village, or if you are residing in a town, or if you are residing in a city, your house is having a name. Okay, the persons living in that home is data. Your house is having some address. Okay, this house is so and so person house, Mahesh Babu house, Venkatesh house. The people living in this house is data. It is having some address. In the same way, when you are going to use a variable name, this is variable name. The data I am storing under the variable name is 10. It will occupy some address. Okay, I think you will never find in your whole village or city or town any house address is not negative values. All addresses are positive values only. In the same way, all computer addresses are also positive values. No negative addressing. To work with positive address, we are going to use unsigned integer. Signed integer means they will accept both positive values and negative values. Unsigned integer means only positive values. We will discuss about this in coming videos. Forget about that. Suppose I am using a variable a. The value of a is 10. It has to accept what type value? Integer value. Initially a value 10. After coming down, it is not constant. In your mathematics, you assume that it is constant. But in programming, it is not constant. Coming down, if you give a value 100, semicolon, now it will accept a value 100. If I write a equal to 50, now it will accept 50. Changing, we can change that value. It will allow to change the value. Whose value can be changed is referred as variable. Sir, what about constant? Int a equal to 10 is not constant. To work with constant, before int a, I think already you know keywords. There is one keyword called const keyword. I want to use a value as integer. The value of a is 10. It should not allow to modify that value. Then we have to add one more predefined word, const. Okay, if I use const into a equal to 10 means here a has to accept integer and it is constant. Means it will not allow to change that value. This is way of declaring constant. Constant into a equal 10. Now if I try to write a equal 100, error, cannot modify constant object. Like this we have to work with variables and constant. So it is clear to all of you. Identifier means a name given to a variable, constant, array, string, pointer or structure. Next one, variable means whose value can change is called variable. Constant means whose value cannot be changed is called constant. To work with constant, this is the approach. Okay. Now some of you get one doubt. Sir, while using const int, you are using some name, that is predefined words or reserved words. What about the predefined words or reserved words? Normally, while writing C programs, we are going to use so many predefined words. For example, coming to human beings, our keywords are Amma, Nana. That means in Telugu, Amma, Nana. In English, mother, father, mummy, daddy. I think no one will tell you the male person who has given birth to you, we have to call that person as daddy. The female person who has given birth to you, we have to call her as mummy. Will anyone teach you? No. By birth, you know. We have to call the person who has given birth to me, a male person, I have to call daddy. Female means we have to call mummy. No one will teach you. Like that, while writing C program also, there are 32 predefined words are there. There are how many predefined words are there? 32 predefined words are there. If you use those words, those meaning is already known to C language. Whose meaning is already known to C language, those are referred as predefined words or reserved words, or those predefined words are referred as reserved words or keywords. There are 32 keywords are there in our C language. Directly you can use those predefined words, that is keywords. Just now we have used two. To work with integer values, we are going to use int. Int a. If I specify int a, what is the meaning of that? A has to accept only integer value. If I provide a value 10.3, it will take only 10. It will negate 0.3 because a is basically what value? Integer type. Means it has to accept only integer values. If I will provide 10.3 also, it will not accept. Simply you are using int. Are you telling anything there? Here I am using a as int. Please accept only fractional part. Ignore decimal part. Are you telling anything? Then how it will knows? Means already the meaning of int is already known to C language. Whose meaning is already known to C language. Those words are referred as keywords or reserved words. We are having 32 keywords in our C language. Some of them are int, float, char, auto, if, else, while, do, for. Just now to declare constant, we have used const, switch. Like this, we are having 32 keywords are there in our program. Main is not keyword. Main followed by parenthesis. Main is predefined function. It is not predefined word. But while writing main, sometimes I can write void main. I can write main or void main. But this void is one of the reserved word. While writing different C programs using different concepts, we are going to use all these 32 predefined words. Initially, I think to write sample programs, we are going to use int, float, char, while, if, else, do, like that. Okay. After covering loop statements, we are going to work with while, do, while, for statement. Then we have to work with switch statement. While discussing different concepts, all these 32 words can be used while discussing different concepts. In the same way, while discussing identifier, I explained about structure. We have to assign some structure name. Okay, to work with structure, we are going to use struct keyword. Union is there. Like this. Okay, to work with union, we are going to use union keyword. Like that, we are going to use some predefined words while writing different programs using different concepts. Okay, simply you can use that word. The meaning is already known to C language. Okay, that is regarding identifier, variable, constant and keyword. I think it is clear to all of you. Thank you.